All right, thanks once again for joining me. I'm your host, Derek Lane. Another edition of the Fast Lane Podcast for Success. Okay, listen, we've talked a lot about different avenues to paths to success. I want to talk about visualization, and you may be thinking, oh boy, here we go with this visualization stuff. But seriously, there's a reason behind it. It's not just, you put a vision board up and you post that car and that house and da-da-da-da. Listen, folks, visualization works the same way as setting goals. They need to be realistic. They need to be measured. You need to earn feedback. You need to monitor your visualization. You can't just sit down and visualize a mansion and go, well, I created that in my mind. I saw the picture of it in my mind. I saw myself walking through it. You have to understand that you've got to get your brain to accept it. You've got to get your brain to accept the changes that you're asking for. Because you've got a bunch of history that says you don't own a mansion. You've got a lifetime of not owning a mansion. And now you're going to sit down and visualize owning a mansion. And then you're going to say, man, I told you this stuff was hooey. There's nothing to it. It's all pop psychology junk. Well, listen to me very carefully. No matter where you are right now, with setting goals and practicing visualization techniques, you can achieve. You can even achieve that mansion, but you've got to do it in the manner that your brain will understand, your subconscious will buy into. And that's incremental changes. Things that are able to happen to you realistically. So you drive a Kia, whatever. I'm not putting Kia down. I'm just saying. You're driving a little Kia from the mid-90s, right? And you're going to visualize, driving a Lamborghini. But you haven't visualized how you're going to do that. You haven't visualized your work, your bank account, the income. See, visualization is incremental in and of itself. It's part of a system that you have to develop. First off, if you're driving a mid-90s Kia, you might want to visualize something more. A Lexus. Maybe not a brand new one, but one that's updated 5 years. Leather interior. Go through the whole gamut. And then when you achieve that, then you can upgrade to a new Lexus or a Mercedes or Jaguar, whatever it is that you get your sight set on. But you have to do these things in increments where it is believable to the subconscious, to your brain, okay? But you have to visualize how you're going to get there. Me, I visualize speaking in front of people, okay? It doesn't take a ton of money to set that up. It takes willingness, it takes preparedness, it takes contacts, and I visualize all of those things. I visualize being organized and structured. I visualize being methodical in my techniques of how I achieve things. That way my brain can go to work on being methodical, on being prepared. My brain will go to work on being organized and creating the opportunities to put me in front of those crowds, giving those speeches. Those speeches, in turn, offer me the ability to meet people of influence, people that have money, people that I can coach and can coach me. I've always said, whatever you're doing, whatever you're giving, it's okay to get a little back. Profit is not a dirty word. Money is not a dirty word. Why else are we doing this? We want to live a better life. And these are the means and the ways to do it. As long as we don't neglect or forget the reasons we're doing it. For our families, for ourselves. But we're not going to hurt anyone. We're not going to do anything underhanded, because karma will bite you in the butt. So visualize doing things the proper way. Make sure that your goal list and your goal set is properly defined with dates. By what day? By what means? Go back and review those. Go back and review your visualization. It's okay to change it up. You visualize that mansion. It was in, Florida somewhere. And, now it's in the Bahamas, whatever. It's okay. You can change things up. As we move closer and you change things and you hone things, that means you're just defining. You're telling your subconscious what you really want, not a vague or arbitrary, landscape of what ifs and maybes, because you've decided and you've dedicated your visualization and your techniques to hone these skills, and they are skills. Being able to visualize is a skill to do it properly. I won't get into the whole techniques, and again, for me, it's more of a meditative state. That's fine. If you want to do it some other way, if you want to do it with a visualization board, and you visit that, and you've got superstitions, you hang a lucky rabbit's foot over it. Whatever works for you, whatever brings the power to you, that's what works. That's what works. Bring in the power, okay? The things that work for you. And I'm going to tell you that you have to stay focused on your goals, your dreams, the things that matter. You have to stay in tune with all of these things that create your world, your reality. Visualize a better you. For example, if you're in a job that's maybe not so desirable at this moment, if you visualize that you're the head, you're the CEO, CFO, whatever, of a large corporation, how are you going to get there? I mean, I hope you do, but you got to visualize how you get there. First off, visualize your job going better. Maybe a promotion. Visualize that promotion. And how? What did you do to get that promotion? You did something better. You took on extra tasks. You asked to help out. You stayed when you didn't have to stay. Visualize being recognized. Hey, I kind of like that. Visualize being recognized. We can make that a mantra. Okay? So, understand there is a playbook that needs to be developed. And your brain needs a playbook. If you're just asking for stuff without a playbook, you're going to get let down. And you're going to call this garbage science or spiritualism, whatever. You're going to downplay it, and you're going to let that negative crawl into your crawl space in your mind, and you're going to say, well, I tried that one afternoon. It didn't work for me. No, these are the things you got to do over and over, because your brain doesn't understand the new you. Your brain understands the old you. Your brain has neural pathways that bring memories into actions. And your job is to create new neural pathways into new areas where your brain stops to pick from the old to develop your new self. It now picks from the new to accentuate, to highlight the new you. So if you want to work on you and the new you, and remember we talked a few weeks back about how people change. And these are some of the ways that people do change. Because they tried something and it worked for them. So now they believe the success that they've been met with. They believe in it, and oh my gosh, now it works and it'll work again because I believe in it. The power of belief is beyond your comprehension. I know it is. It's beyond mine. But it does work, and we know that it works. And see, that's why people have negative beliefs, because they've worked. Because when a baby throws a tantrum or a toddler throws a tantrum, it got attention. It worked. That negative worked. It got attention. It's what the baby wanted. It's what the toddler wanted. It's what the little brat wanted. And we're still surrounded by people throwing tantrums, even when they're adults, because it's the brain is going, well, if you want this, you got to throw a fit. You got to throw a fit and act like a fool. That'll get their attention. That'll make them stand up and go, aha, let's just shut him up. Give him what he wants. Yeah. But it's not the long-term answer. Long-term answer is helping people, is understanding that you are now not that brat that has to throw a temper tantrum, because those things only work so many before people go, yeah, that's just Dave throwing another one of his temper tantrums. He'll get over it, because Dave's not putting in. Dave's not helping the team. Dave's not adding value to Dave. Dave is taking away value from Dave, but he doesn't know that. He still thinks he's going to get what he wants by throwing a temper tantrum. You and I have grown. We've matured. We've understood. We're on our way to enlightened personal beings. So we understand the way to get things that we want is to help others. Is to be of value. Is to be of service. To offer up without needing anything in return. To be able to give and want to give. Enjoy giving. To see the joy that you've created in another person by giving them something. Offering them a smile at the least. You should be giving that stuff away for free to every person you meet. Give them a smile. Give them encouragement. Give them words of wisdom. Give them this podcast. Seriously. Do things that bolster your value. Take that visualization and continue with it. Do it in the increments necessary. Do it in the stages. Develop your playbook. How are you going to... No coach of any sport has ever gone out and told his team, I don't really have a playbook. Just do the best you can. Well, coach... what do you think we should do? I don't know. Just do what you did last time you played. That'd be a pretty crappy coach. I'm sorry. That would be a crappy coach, wouldn't it? No playbook, no plan, no design. If you're a sports fan and you heard a coach come on, get interviewed, Coach, what's your strategy? What do you think's going to win this game? I don't know. Just tell them to do the best they could. We didn't really practice much. Didn't work on much. Heck, they almost won last time without a plan, so, maybe we'll get lucky. And you're going, oh my God, is this guy just a complete babbling idiot? Oh yeah. But you sat back without a plan, and it's okay. You sat back without a playbook, and you're hoping for the best. Folks, you're your own coach. You are your own. Please, take your life serious. Be proud of who you are and what you can accomplish. Believe in yourself. Believe that you can visualize with your playbook. Believe that you can earn things by goal setting. Believe that a simple pencil and paper and jotting down your thoughts will make a difference in your life and the lives of people around you. And you can be